The cost of living problem in America is absolutely getting out of control. I mean, in this video, you're going to hear people talk about how they're perpetually living paycheck to paycheck and they can't even afford to pay down their credit card. And, a bag of groceries is costing them like $170. It is absolutely absurd the type of conditions Americans are living under nowadays, and that is more and more getting worse because of the rising inflation and prices getting higher, and people are struggling to find a job these days. So I don't know how this is gonna end, but people are absolutely fed up. Keep watching this video.
Yo, can somebody tell me why I just went out of Costco and I have 15 items on my cart and it cost me like 100. Wait, let me show you. 175.35. Yo, and most of my items are on sale. What the hell? Yo, what are we gonna do? Yo, I'm still a teenager. What is this? What is this life? When we're gonna become adults and we're gonna be responsible, how am I going to be able to pay all my groceries with my minimum salary? What the hell?
Wow, I mean, isn't this absolutely insane? Just a little trip to Costco, didn't even get anything, barely any protein or any foods that last. I mean, this probably won't even last for a week, and it's costing nearly $200 for these things. It is absolutely ridiculous, and the economy is absolutely crazy in America.
I hate being vulnerable online, but I just have to be so for real with y'all for a second. I work 40 hours a week and I'm broke. Like, I'm consistently broke. And I don't mean like, oh, I have just enough to pay my bills. No. Credit card payments are late almost every month. The rent and the car payment are the only things that are like consistently on time. Everything else is like, I don't know how to prosper. I'm in my 20s and I feel like I'm constantly stressed out about the world, about my finances, about politics. I don't know how the fuck we're supposed to thrive in these conditions, and everybody's always like, oh, just find things to be happy. Everything costs money. I live in New York City. I leave my house and I spend $50 unintentionally. I don't know what to do, you guys. I don't know what to do. And it's so fucking jarring, like, to sit here and watch influencers and watch reality TV sometimes and hear that people are paying $7,000 a month for rent and $12,000 a month for rent. Like, wow. $12,000? That's crazy.
I'm sure her experience isn't the only one. I mean, the truth is people are absolutely struggling out there. Americans are absolutely struggling because of the rising inflation in cost of living, in everything, in rent, in their property taxes, utilities, and grocery bills. And now people just can't afford to pay their bills, a lot of people. And that's why you see a rise in homelessness. And, so many people are paycheck to paycheck, are absolutely struggling out there.
How are people surviving nowadays? Everything is so goddamn expensive, from cars to food to the damn movie theaters. I must have went to go watch the new Hunger Games last night, and that shit was like $37 just for 2 tickets. I'm like, all right, the tickets are already gonna be cheap. Let me try to save some money and get some snacks from the store. Shit, that shit was like $25. Then I get to the movie theaters, I'm gonna get popcorn, something to drink, and a hot dog. That shit came up to like $35. You're telling me it cost me about $100 just to go to the damn movies? Like, what happened to $5 movies and $25 on snacks? If you bought your ticket before, you can go in with a smooth dub and be cool. Not no more. This shit is outrageous.
This is not an exaggeration. Every $500 that I make, I spend $2,000. Like, every large sum of money that I make, I spend double that, if not even more. And it's not because I want to be. It's because everything just is like, it's just bill. Everything's more expensive, but the quality of everything's going, fucking take it back. When will this end?
Things are just going to keep getting more expensive. Life is just going to keep getting more expensive. This is what I realized yesterday. My cat got sick, and so we took him to the vet, and long story short, I ended up spending close to $1,600 yesterday. He's fine. That's what matters. We had it. It's okay. But this just made me start spiraling, because it's like, I have other cats. We have vehicles. We have this apartment that is expensive for no real reason, okay? Our lease is up in October. We need a house. The fact that I was considering having children in this, I make an okay income right now. My husband makes a decent income. Like, we're okay. We have taxes. Oh my God, taxes are coming up. And all of this to say, I was already stressed out about this yesterday. I'm like, oh my God, like the weight on my chest. I'm like, oh dear heavens. And then it hit me, and then it hit me. And after all of these things are done, what's it called? Said and done, paid for and over with, there will be another list. There will be another list of things. It doesn't stop. And even then, when there is another list, it'll more than likely be more expensive. So breathing is a little bit difficult this morning. I'm extremely stressed out. Are we okay? Grateful that we can afford these things. So grateful, so happy. That being said, I'm gonna have a panic attack, so.
This is absolutely not a good situation to be in. I mean, at this rate, I don't know what's gonna happen, whether Americans can even afford to live, to put food on the table for basic living standards and the shelter, because this is getting scary. People are losing their jobs left and right. I think those big companies like Microsoft and Facebook just announced they're laying off 10% of their entire workforce. On top of that, you have gas prices and prices in general going through the roof. So people are not having a good time right now, and everyone is so fed up.
Guys, I'm on a rant. I feel like gas should be free because that shit is so expensive. It takes me $20 to fill up both my cars. Why I fill up both of them, it takes me $55. That's $110. $110. 2 cars full. Insurance should be free because I paid $75 for insurance every week. What else should be free? Groceries should be free. Don't want my lips. Like, my lips is crusty. What else should be free? The whole fucking universe. Y'all can sit here and spend billions and billions of dollars on Iran's little fucking Deto. Bitch, give me billions and billions of dollars for free. At least my medical, my gas, my seguro médico, my groceries. There should be no reason as a couple who is not married, I should be spending $300 every 2 weeks on food, on a 2-person household.
Everything is just so damn expensive right now. It's insane. Nothing extravagant, just went out of town for spring break, get a nice change of scenery, do something different. Didn't even pay for flights, drove to my destination, which is about 4 hours away. And the amount of money that I spent just from eating out, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I spent this much on one meal just for me to turn around and be hungry again in 2 hours. God damn, I'm so tired of this.
And I be trying to figure out, why is it so expensive to be broke? Like, I don't know. The most expensive life you can live is being broke. Like, when you are broke, life is just so goddamn expensive. And I don't understand how the fuck can life be expensive and you ain't got no damn funds. I'm confused here. Them overdraft fees hit you. Them bills hit you. Everything is hitting you all at once, and they just keep stacking and stacking and stacking and stacking and stacking and adding on. Like, goddamn, the most expensive lifestyle you could ever live is being broke. Like, I can't make this up. I really cannot make this up. You could be down bad on your ass. Probably gonna have to sell some ass because, baby, man, you be getting out of hand when you broke. I'm just confused on how does that happen? Like, it's bad when being broke is expensive. Like,
I could be having the best day ever, but then I'll remember how expensive buying a house is right now, and then I'll just sit and think, why did I not start saving when I was 3?
I
I'm on one this morning. I just need to rant. I'm so tired of quite literally everything just going up in pricing. This whole year, starting in March, I've had increases in like everything. Increases that I was not expecting whatsoever. When I bought my property, I locked in at a really great rate. It was right before interest rates went up. So my mortgage and tax payments were comfortable, right? Starting in March, $175 extra going towards those payments. Shock. I was literally hysterical because I just switched jobs. I was getting used to the new like income setup for myself, right? So that $175 per month was like ultra shock for me. The community I live in just had to redo all of the roofs in the community, right? And you would think that the HOA would take care of all of that. No. They took from the reserves. Plus, it was a set dollar amount per household. And when I tell you my jaw dropped with how much money it was per household, I'm in a condo. So I barely have like a full freaking roof on my house. And they're $12,000, $12K. Do I just have that lying around right now? No, not at all. So that's a monthly payment of $130 over the next however many years. I think it's 10 years till it's paid off. And do you know how much interest that's going to? I can't. It hurts my soul. Outside of that, my HOA just notified us today that it's going up $28 a month. That might not seem like a lot, but now our HOA bill is literally going to be $370 because there's an online service fee too. So that's included in that $370. Just what else is going to go up? I don't know if my wallet can physically handle any more expenses going up. It's so crazy how expensive life is.
Every time I come grocery shopping, I remember how bad California actually pisses me off. Make the bag sturdy if you're going to take away the plastic. Shit, already make us pay $100 million over the regular price for everything. But this is crazy. Do y'all want to know how frustrating it is to be carrying your grocery bags in the house, trying to take your kids out the car, and then the bottom of the bag list? Use your thoughts. That's why we were using plastic in the first place.
Let's see how much I spent in living expenses this past month. For my actual house, I paid $5,083.37, and that was with sending off $60 extra towards the principal. For water, I paid $664.61. For electric, I paid $263.91. I keep my house temperature between 76 and 78 degrees. Natural gas, I paid $41.29. Our trash, recycling, and compost, that cost $111.40. So that brings the total for like all of our housing. Total is $6,164.58. Some follow-up answers to questions that I know you're going to ask. We get billed for water every 3 months. We get billed for trash, compost, and recycling every 2 months. We are a family of 5, and I keep my thermostat at 78 degrees.
Things are becoming so irrationally expensive that even I'm starting to question the prices. And I say that as someone who lives under the guise of, well, I gotta get it anyway, right? So like if it's gas or food, I really don't question it because it's a necessity for me to live. What am I gonna say? I'm not gonna eat food. And I just got food from Popeyes, and although that's not necessarily a necessity, 3 chicken tenders, a side, and a drink is $18. 18?
How much does it cost to live in Vancouver? I made a video breaking down my fixed expenses as someone who lives alone in Vancouver. Today we're going to go through my fixed and non-fixed expenses. I am self-employed, so I earn a different amount of money each month. I have a little budget spreadsheet as seen on the screen, and I just need to put into the spreadsheet how much I've earned, and then it calculates what percentage goes towards what fund. Let's go over the fixed and non-fixed general living expenses. This makes up around 45% of what I earn. Firstly, we've got the biggest expense, rent, which is $2,000, and then we've got internet, which is $65, BC Hydro, which is electricity, that is $35, Fortis BC, which is gas, is around $25, my phone bill, $90, Spotify, $12.31. My student loan, which I am still paying here in Canada, $251. Home/tenant insurance, $17.54. My Garmin subscription, which is for my Garmin InReach Mini, that is $28. Google storage is $3. I actually need to cancel that. Apple storage, $14.55. I then have WorkSafe BC insurance because I am self-employed. That comes out at $21.70 per month. Food, I budget around $500 for food. Bank charge, $16.95. I then usually leave around $755 in my bank account, which is money that I use if I'm going out anywhere, if I'm going out for dinner with friends, going for a coffee, if I need to buy gifts for anyone, and just general living over those 2 weeks. So that equals $4,580. I have so many different funds and pots that I move money to, so we're going to go through each pot that I have and what percentage of my income goes towards that pot.
People who say California is too expensive have got to be budgeting wrong. As a normal person who only spends less than $40,000 a year to live in one of the most expensive counties, I think as the single biggest thing, if you are avoiding luxury housing, so I mean renting with roommates in like a fixer-upper, more run-down situation, you're gonna be fine. I try to live close to work so I could bike there or scooter there and really reduce transportation costs. And then I think if you're not shopping at fancy places, groceries are like not that much more expensive than the rest of the country, it seems. So just cooking your own meals can save you so much money.
After watching this video, I don't know what you guys think, but honestly, the cost of living problem in America is gonna come to a boiling point because this is just absolutely not sustainable. I mean, the fact is that most Americans nowadays have to work 2 jobs or get a side hustle just to make ends meet, just to afford food, to put food on the table for their family and their kids and so on. And, you know, not to mention the cost of shelter and housing has grown so much exponentially, but the job market and people's ability to get paid more has absolutely decreased because, you know, as you guys know, the job market right now is just absolutely not good because essentially everything is frozen and companies are not doing a lot of hiring right now. So this is really costing people a great deal of stress because, you know, what are people gonna do? I mean, when they can't find a job or they get paid about the same or even lower than they used to, yet the prices of everything have nearly doubled. And nowadays, you know, gas used to be cheap and now gas is expensive. I think in California it has pushed over $6 a gallon, which is absolutely absurd. I mean, frankly, I don't know how anyone can afford to live there. But, you know, just overall throughout the country in America, people are absolutely struggling to pay their bills. And, you know, people are under so much stress and it shouldn't be that way because this country is supposed to be the richest country of the earth, and yet its middle class is shrinking and its average hardworking people are struggling to make ends meet, and that is not what should be happening to the richest country. And I think something is going to break here because this trend is just not sustainable, and people, you know, are going to say enough is enough and just, you know, because this is just getting so ridiculous. Let me know what you guys think about this situation regarding cost of living in America in the comments. Thank you.